mean, I do have certifications at the end of the day, like,
You have what?
but that's besides the point.
You have what at the end of the
I
day?
have certifications. I have
Spec-
certifications,
What does that mean?
uh, like for instance, as in aesthetics.
Say that again. You have what?
I have certifications.
Certifications?
Yes. One of
Certification?
the being, yes,
Certifications?
yes, certifications.
Certifications.
Hmm.
What does he do for a living?
He's a skyscraper.
Say again.
Oh man.
Say again. He does what?
I say he's a skyscraper. That's what I said.
What does that mean?
Well, let's just simplify it. He puts elevators into buildings.
You know, a skyscraper is a building.
Well, that's the work he does, sir. That's what he considers himself. That's the job title that he gave, and that's what I'm giving you.
And how long have you been seeing this man?
About 6 months.
How many children does he have?
2.
Has he been married before?
No.
But he has 2 kids. How many baby mamas?
2.
Right. So he's a skyscraper. 2 kids by 2 different women.
I have a master's in public administration, and I have a law degree.
How tall are you?
5'9",
Dress size?
16.
You didn't choose to be single.
I'm sorry.
How much do you weigh?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
I weigh 200.
Okay, so all right, let me let you get your big ass up off my show because
Okay.
I don't do this. Kids does he have?
3,
How many different mothers?
1, just 1.
How long were they together?
Like, I mean, the oldest one is like 12.
How long were they together?
Yeah, like 12 to 15 years.
And he didn't marry her.
Did he? He didn't.
But another woman.
But he also told me she never talked about marriage.
Another woman had 1, 2, 3 children with this man and was with him for 12 to 15 years, and he didn't put a ring on her finger. Yet she did far more than quit her job. She produced 1, 2, 3 kids and never got a ring. You've been around for 2 Valentine's days.
I'm 5'10".
5'10", dress size?
I'm a dress size 8,
Okay. How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
175.
All right. And if you had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair, you can't use 7. What would you give yourself?
I can't use that. I give myself a solid 9.8. Okay.
In LA?
Mm-hmm.
You must mean Los Alamos, not Los Angeles.
Los Alamos, do you know where I am?
Yeah, not in reality. If you give yourself almost a 10 in LA.
Why?
Because of reality.
Why would you not give me a 10 or at least a 9?
Because you're not that cute. You're not that cute. I mean, you're probably a solid 5, 6.
Damn, you just dragged me.
It's not dragging you, man. Okay, if you are an LA 9.5 or better, you would not be here talking about you want a man like that. You'd have them lined up.
I do have them lined up.
not
But
to
they
fuck.
all got something wrong.
Yeah,
Like they all have something wrong. Like they either
right.
got
So you
kids,
got So you got
they
all
got
these. So you got all these 30.
no. Okay.
You're not a 9. You're not almost a 10, man. I would give you a between 5 and a 6. You're average to cute.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an insult. But you're not up there with Kelly, Rowland, Beyonce, and Rihanna. That's not what it is.
Okay.
I mean,
So it takes
is that what
Kelly Rowland,
I want to
Rihanna.
say? I want to be honest. Let's say at their and how old are you again? 26.
Mm-hmm.
So if I put the 26-year-old Kelly Rowland, 26-year-old Beyonce, 26-year-old Rihanna, and a 26-year-old you, they'd say all these women are in the same range.
Mm-hmm.
They'd say you all look in the same range.
I mean, they all have on makeup. They have their hair done.
They'd have you
They have nails.
I
All
said
that.
fresh face out of the shower. They'd put you on Cosmopolitan and Glamour and all that other stuff too, right?
I mean, they're not on the same. They're not doing that.
Ma'am, I'm just asking. Have you been do you model professionally?
Not professionally, no.
Have you ever been approached to be on the cover? Ford models? Have you ever had anybody approach you to be on the cover of a national publication for women's beauty?
I have been offered to be a model, but I did.
I know. I got a specific question. On the cover of a magazine dedicated for men's and women's beauty.
Wow. So, okay.
Ma'am,
No,
you
I
should,
have not.
ma'am. Okay, see, the first thing I'm trying to get you to understand, you can call yourself Barbie. You came in and saying you want a man
No, that's
who.
fine.
Okay, that's what it is. Well, but here's the thing: you came in saying I want a man who's $400,000 or more.
I didn't say that's what I wanted. I'm saying.
Well, that's the outcomes you want. Okay,
I'm willing to move. You didn't even ask that.
how about move your standard? Because you're not there. Because here's the reality, ma'am. You're in one of the most aggressive places for beauty.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying you're more attractive than Sweetie?
No, she's bomb. I love Sweetie.
She's a 6 she's an adjustable 6. She's
Why
not
would you say
9.
a 6? Sweetie is.
I said an
absolutely
adjustable 6. See, this is the problem. You ladies don't know how to rank yourselves. You're average to possibly cute. I mean, let's just keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. You're just not where you think you are. I mean,
Okay.
you're not there. You're not up there with those women. You stand in the regular line to get in with the regular people. They get in VIP and get bottle service. Now, as we move on through, a man that's making $400,000 a year in LA, under 35, what does that person do for a living?
He could do real estate, stocks. He could do a lot of things. There's a lot of different.
Right. What do you care if he's black or not?
Does he?
Do you care if he's black or not?
No, I do not.
You're not the same person you were before you had a child.
No, because I was a kid.
No. It was because you had no children. You may have also, see, two things can be true at the same time.
Mhm.
You may have been a kid, but you also weren't a mother. You look at life differently now as a mother versus if you had made it at 23 with no kids, you still would have been a kid in your mind, but it would have been childless. You're not the same. You're a mother. Case in point, you find the man of your dreams.
Mhm.
You feel like God sent him to you. You feel like the angels delivered you to them and it's stamped on his head, God sent, right?
Right.
Ready? You got to choose between your children's life or your husband's life. Who do you pick?
Mm.
There you go. That is all
You're
we
right.
need to hear.
You're right.
Because your primary your biological imperative has changed. As soon as you had a child, your biological instinct says to protect the child. And see, if you and me were together, that child would at least be mine. So I would be willing to die for you to protect my child because you got it into the next generation. But if that child's from another man, I'd have to die for another man's seed to keep going. That ain't how we work.
When you put it like that.
Yeah, that's what I need you ladies to understand. It's not just a thing to ding you ladies and be like, no, guess what? You made a mistake and You got to pay for that mistake. That's not it. It's to really get you to understand that when a man comes in a house or whatever his residence is, an apartment, a townhome, a house, and if he spent 100% of the bills or 50% of the bills, he's still feeding. Part of his resources are going to pay for 1, 2, 3 other men's children. And if he has a child with you, anything he would put in, he can't provide for his kid and not provide for the other, right?
That's true.
So that means if he put in $100 to the family, just by division, $25 will go to his kids and the 75 will go to the other kids. Versus if there were no other kids, 100 of his dollars will go to his kids.
Right.
It's just how we think. I mean, this is the reason in the animal kingdom when males take over females, they tend to wipe out the cubs.
That is also true. I appreciate you taking the time to kind of break it down in this way, because the way that I was interpreting what you were saying prior to, without you going into detail as such, made me think that the value you were referring to was more so me as a
moralistic.
person.
It was moralistic. It's like, man, you're a bad person for having kids.
Correct.
No,
Correct.
it's not a moralistic thing. It's really just it's very pragmatic for men.